saw the grace of God among them, could each heartache overcome. Someone who heard about my story and joined the journey long ago.
Oh, I'm Truman Hollenbeck. I'm listing this property today, 446 Chestnut Street. Well, I'm almost certain I'm listing it. They called our office and said they'd made up their minds to sell. Seemed like really nice folks. Oh, the house? Well, if these measurements are correct, it's a good 3,200 square feet. Old, solid, big. Looks like it's been added on to who knows how many times. Oh, and I suppose they spend a lot of time out here. This patio looks real inviting. Good selling point. Lots of amenities. The thing is, I just know these folks must hate to part with it, but they say they need the money.
Mama! Mama, are you back here? Whoa there. The flowers have already been watered, Mildred.
They have?
Yes, Mama.
Oh.
You fairly drenched them this morning. I'll take the can and put it in the shed. Enough gardening today, okay?
There's a man out here in the backyard.
There's no man in the backyard.
I may be crazy, but I'm not blind.
Mrs. Paget?
Oh, good grief.
Truman Hollenbeck from the real estate office?
Yes.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Didn't mean to startle you.
Those flowers do need watering, you know. And I would like you to pick me a flower for my hat.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hollenbeck. I expected you to come to the front door.
Oh, well, I would have, but you caught me measuring your lot. Say, I suppose I could water if you like.
Thank you.
Please, no. Mama just gets a little mixed up these days. Mama, this is Mr. Truman Hollenbeck, our real estate agent.
Why, Harry Truman, as I live and breathe.
Okay.
Mama, why don't you go ahead after all and pick a flower for your hat while I talk business with the judge?
Oh, I know. You just want to talk to the president all by yourself. Well, go right ahead. She's always been selfish, Mr. President.
I'm sorry. My mother is, well, galloping towards senility.
Don't think a thing of it, Kip.
Thank you. In fact, that's one of the reasons for you know what with the house. It's getting so I can't handle her sometimes. We're looking at residential care pretty soon, and it's going to be expensive.
I understand, and I'm sure with only 3 of you, this house is beginning to seem like a lot to keep up.
Well, there are 5 of us right now. Of course, at any moment, there could be 1 or a dozen. You never know. My younger son, Greg, just moved back home along with his wife, Jody. They're saving money to buy a starter home. They're in school. Greg's student teaching, you know.
Ah, yes, my wife was a teacher.
Oh. The house is... Well, I grew up here and raised my kids here. I didn't think we could keep it in the family forever. I just didn't think it would be this soon.
Well, I suppose I should put this sign up out front. I doubt that anyone will see it back here.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Sometimes this alley is a regular parade. And the neighbors, well, I don't want to tell about the neighbors. You might change your mind.
Well, you do have to disclose anything unusual about the property, and that, I'm afraid, also includes noisy neighbors. But we can get to that when we do the paperwork.
Well, they aren't noisy exactly. Noisy? No. Athletic. Unusually so.
Oh, athletic.
Garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses,
And the voice I hear falling on my ear.
The Son of God discloses, and He walks with me, and He talks with me.
And he tells me I am his own.
And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. Why, Mr. Hollenbeck, I knew the moment I met you, you had a heart for God.
And you too, Mrs. Paget. This house of yours is God's. I can just feel it, and I'll bet it's been full of life.
Oh, yes. Not without pain, of course, but full. Show me a house that hasn't seen any pain, and I'll show you a museum. But God's been good.
I saw him out here in the garden.
Who, Mama?
God, he was watering.
Oh, Mama.
Well, what did he look like?
Well, I told him he'd look better if he had on a different shirt.
Well, I'm sure you don't meet someone like Mama every time you list a house.
Well, I do, on occasion. But I have found that some of the finest moments of discovery a person ever has is when he meets a brother or sister he didn't know he had.
Well, you've got to stay for dinner and meet my husband Jack and the rest of the family. I mean, since we're all related.
Well, I'd like that. Let me just get this sign up out front, and then I'll come to the front door this time. Or will that confuse your mother too much?
Confuse her? She won't even remember it. She only remembers things that happened a long time ago. Either door's fine. Jody, dear, set another place at the table, please. There'll be one more for dinner. I'll slice the meat just a little bit thinner.
I can read your heart, though I don't know you. I know that you can read mine too. It's been the same down through the ages. Roots and spirit is true.
pigs aren't really fit to eat.
That's right.
The fatted calf is in the freezer, solid as a rock.
Right.
And it would take a blowtorch working right around the clock. Dropping by, how far can you stretch a pie?
Leftover ham, crackers, and jam. We just might have to serve the spam.
Add more water to the soup. I think I see a Boy Scout troop.
Oh, what do you say we go outside and get some air?
Oh, boy. I have to say that fried chicken was just about the best I ever had.
I bet your wife's is the best, right?
Yep.
Did I hear someone say your wife's a teacher?
Well, she was the last time I saw her.
Oh, are you divorced?
Yeah, she got tired of being married to me, said she wanted more excitement in her life, so she took up with some college professor, some guy who taught film appreciation. Can you believe it? Film appreciation?
So you are divorced?
Yeah, well, I got the double whammy. Divorced and widowed. She died last year, so now I'm just alone. You know, I spent 4 years looking out the window, waiting for her to come up the walk, and 1 year crying because I knew she never would.
You know, we meet with some friends each week for prayer and a little music. May we pray for you?
I'd like that. I could use God's help. I've been alone a long time.
Well, I can't imagine what it's like going through the fire like you have. You know, Jody and I have only been married a year.
Well, I tell you, Greg, going through the fire is what brought me to the Lord. I never had an emergency in my life till Emma left. Seems like life is a few emergencies with a whole lot of routine in between. What do you say, Jack? You ever thought about that?
Well, no, but you're right. I mean, the emergencies are easy because we know what to do. It's that everyday living that's tough.
Yeah, it's like living in a fog and God is this faraway cloud. But now, in a crisis, I know he has a face. Oh, but say, listen, enough about me. Is there anything I can ask God for you all? I mean, in one day, you've done so much for me.
Well, sure there is.
Dad?
We can pray that the house sells.
And?
Greg's brother David. Would you pray for him?
Well, sure.
Yes, Annie and I have another son, our prodigal son, David. We're praying that he comes back home. We'd welcome your prayers.
I see.
He's been gone a long time, involved with all kinds of drugs and stuff.
This used to be his swing when he was a kid. Man, I've had dreams about it. I can just see him sitting there saying, Dad, come push me. He's been gone a long time.
I will pray for David.
Oh, no.
What's that?
The
Grimshaws!
Now, I meant to tell you about these guys.
Say there, neighbors, getting your exercise? You gotta work at it, you know? Hey, why don't you come on over and use our lap pool?
Amazing.
Hey, Greg, gonna make a true believer out of your dad yet.
Is that a for sale sign in the front yard, Jack dear? I was so surprised to see that sign. I skated into a tree, didn't I, Ira?
That you did. Just take a look at it.
Is that how you hurt your nose, Louise? Oh, Ira, you said people wouldn't notice, but
Yes, see, Mrs. Grimshaw, that's what exercise will do for you. Have a cookie?
Ira?
No, Louise, that's poison! Poison! Poison!
Louise, don't worry about the nose thing. Hardly noticeable.
So, Jack, what is it about this sale business anyway? Are you retiring early or something?
No, Ira, it's just the house is too big, and, well, Annie's had to quit her job to take care of Mildred, and we're looking at putting Mildred in a home. I'm afraid she's slipping fast.
Now, she had told me that. And that's why we've come by to tell you that you need to get Mildred exercising. You need to get her moving and get blood to the brain. You never believe this, I know. I'm just about Mildred's age, and exercise has done it for me. I have all my faculties, and Mildred can too. Just listen. We'll get her set with some skates, helmet, knee pads. In a month or so, she'll be as good as new.
Worked for me!
You gotta be kidding.
I hardly ever skate into trees. It was simply the for sale sign that stand in the maze.
Granny Mildred on skates. Annie'll love this.
Now, Ira makes me swim laps every day, too. Mildred can borrow my swimsuit and get started. We'll heat the water for her.
Granny Mildred in the water.
Listen, I go swimming every day, and I can remember everything that ever happened to me right back to the day I was born. I'm a true believer in exercise, a true believer.
Frankly, I don't think my nose could take it.
Well, aerobic benefit. Gotta go, dear. Come on.
Okay, Ira. Ooh, that time that goes down. I don't know about down. Oh, look out for the trash can!
Annie, is that you?
Oh, hey, Jack, it's me.
Well, Brennan, come on in. I didn't hear the gate. How you doing?
Fine, fine. I just thought I'd take a look at the constellations. I can't see a thing from my porch.
The constellations?
I thought I might try your swing. Could we talk out here?
Sure, but if you'd like, we can go inside.
Another time. Out here's good. Out here's fine. I don't want to see people. It makes me feel out of place. I'm just more comfortable like this talking with you.
What's going on?
Well, for starters, life's going by and I see it, but I don't feel it. I'm numb to everything, everyone. I'm afraid.
Afraid of?
Afraid of where it will lead me. Afraid of people. Afraid I've turned into a Vulcan. Am I unplugged somewhere? My battery's in wrong? God knows sometimes I'm scared I'm dead inside.
Brennan, have you been in the Deadlands again?
I was afraid you were going to ask me that.
Well?
And afraid you wouldn't.
And?
I would have to say that I have been pretty close to the Deadlands. Yeah, actually, I have.
Why? I mean, you've been doing so well for so long.
I'm not sure. It happened so fast. I saw something, a magazine, a video, something on TV. It sets the whole process going, and before I know it, I'm into a trap. It's so humiliating. It's a binge. I can't explain it.
The eye never has enough of seeing.
What?
Proverbs.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, you got a verse for everything. Even porn.
Boy, am I glad.
Why? Why am I so drawn to it? There's this absolutely compelling rush. But I know the experience kills more of me each time. Deadens me. It's like an erosion of myself. It's like this flash flood that washes me away.
Did Connie ask you to come here?
No, she doesn't know how bad it is, how deep it goes. She knows something's wrong. No, I came on my own. I need hope. You give me hope. I look at you and you don't struggle with this nightmare. You still laugh at funny things and cry at sad things and get excited about the right things. And you're not too ashamed to face God.
I struggle with other things. Don't you ever think that I don't struggle. I mean, I find myself in the Deadlands too. It's just that I take other routes to get there.
I need help. Help me before I get in any deeper.
Face him with it. Give it to him and agree with him that it's sin and that it has to go.
So you're saying get it out of my life, all the way out?
Yes, banish it. Chase it away. Fight it like it was a cancer. Because, Brennan, it is. Why do you think you feel dead inside? It's so dirty outside. It's because sin kills.
But how do I do it? How do I get it out of my life? I feel so trapped. I'm just trapped.
You know, you can't do it all alone. You need to be dependent on the Lord, helpless without him.
You said once that God's will for me is holiness. Man, that just seems so out of reach.
But it's possible he's made the way. Take it.
I have to admit, I don't always take the way, even when it's clearly marked. I wander.
When you're tempted, take the door. There's always a door, the one marked exit. Take it and run like your life depended on it.
It does.
And call me any time of the day or night. I'll do whatever it takes to push you kicking and screaming through that exit door. It's the muscular side of hope.
Yeah.
Brennan, come inside. Be with people. Take your place at the table. And don't buy into the lie that says you don't belong. That's the enemy. And it's coming straight from the pit of hell. You do belong. We all belong. A table full of struggling sinners die if they separate.
Jack, you know, I can see God working in you, even when I can't see him working in me. Sometimes that's all I've got. I look at you and I see God working in your life. You're this house on a hill, all lit up against the night sky. No curtains, just big, bright, glassy windows with light pouring out of them, streaming out. Man, sometimes all I have is you. You and your burning, blazing life.
You've got eyes that can see the fire, and you've got a heart that can still be lit.
I need your help.
Hey, I'll pour gasoline on the flame if you want me to. I'm in this for the long haul.
Thanks.
And Bren, be clean, be forgiven, and then don't put the rags back on. Come inside.
A refugee from a distant shore, tattered and filthy were the clothes you wore, garments stained from a life of shame. Then Jesus came and rescued you, and he made everything brand new. How can you wear the garments of despair? To sin. Perhaps you feel you will never win. Embrace the truth, you are forgiven. The dishonor and the disgrace are gone, so don't put the rags back on. How can you wear the garments of despair?
me get the chair set up, okay? You don't have to stay if you don't want to. They're nice people, though. You'd like them if you got to know them.
You don't want what they got, Nina.
Why, sure I do. Gosh, I sure hope I told them where to park. Listen, I hear a car. Oh, good.
They're going to want you to change your ways. Get religion in and get rid of me. Make your little project, Nina. Is that what you want? You want to be a project? You want them coming around checking up on you, see if you're being a good little girl?
Robert, be nice, please. For me, okay? Just please be nice.
Nina, hello. It's me, Jody.
Jody, over here, space number 5.
Hi. How are you?
Fine.
Good to see you.
There's not much room in the trailer, so do you think maybe we could sit outside?
Oh, sure. A little fresh air would be great. Greg's parking the car.
Oh, that's great. Me and Robert, we sit outside a lot. Oh, okay, let me do this right. Robert, this is my friend Jody that I met in the laundromat. And Greg's her husband. He's parking the car.
Great.
And that's him. That's Greg.
Oh, hey, Nina. How's it going?
Hi.
Robert. Hey, is that your bike over there?
Yeah, so what of it?
Used to have a Harley just like it. Boy, she was real sweet.
No kidding.
Yeah, I had to sell her, needed the money. Hurt to say goodbye. You know, I'd give my right arm to ride on that bike another time. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nina, hello.
Gretchen, you found the turnoff.
How are you? I've been thinking about you all week.
You have? Robert, did you hear that?
Whoopee.
Oh, and this must be Robert?
I'm going in for a beer.
He's not used to being around a lot of people all at once. Well, sit down, all of you.
Don't mind if I do. I like making new friends.
Oh, my ma would be so proud of me having people over, and she'll freak when she hears you all are teachers. Well, I hardly even been to school.
I just student teach. I teach with Gretchen. She's shown me the ropes.
Ropes? What ropes? Oh, you mean jump ropes, huh? Yeah, I missed all that in school.
Well, not exactly.
When I see Ma, I'm going to tell her that I made cookies for all of you. And not from a mix either, from the recipe. She will not believe it.
Does your mom live around here?
Kinda.
I'd love to meet her.
Well, you can come with me and visit her any Saturday.
Well, how about we ask her to come join us?
Well, that would be kind of hard. She's doing time.
You mean jail?
Yeah, that's my mom. I don't know what it was this time, bad checks or something. You never know with Mom. Anyway, she'll be glad to hear that I'm learning how to bake. She doesn't think I'll amount to anything, and she don't like Robert much either.
How about if I, sample the cookies? Be sure they're edible and all.
Oh, Greg, you cracked me up.
Hey, but if I double over, call 911.
Don't worry about him, Nina. He does it to me all the time.
Oh, Jody, I gotta tell you this. I've prayed this week for you every day, sometimes even more than once. How was your test?
It went well. Your prayers were answered. In fact, it was even kind of fun. I did really well in the medical and only had a little bit of difficulty with the pharmaceutical. I get the results in a month. We'll see. But even on the really difficult parts, I wasn't even scared. Thanks, Nina.
You did? You really did? That's amazing. Let's just thank God for that. Come on.
Lord, thanks for answering Nina's prayer and our prayer too. You helped Jody on her test. You helped her to study and remember. You're so good to us, Lord.
Father, thank you for being with Jody and for Nina's heart and her faith in you.
Jody, are you going to pray or not? Go on.
Thank you, Lord. Just thank you.
Oh, God, I can't believe that you actually heard me when I prayed and that you actually gave me what I asked for. That's just so great. I'm coming back for more later. Amen.
Hey! Nina! Where's the mail?
Hush, it's inside.
No, it ain't. Where's your check?
It hasn't come yet. I'm sorry, he gets this way sometimes.
Sure. I'm gonna get some cigarettes. Raylene owes me. I'll be back. And you better be here. And they better not.
Gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't think Robert would care so much about you being here. I don't know what to do sometimes. He can get awfully demanding.
Does Robert have a temper? Are you safe?
He's just afraid of losing me.
Is he upset that you've asked Christ into your life?
You could say that.
Nina, does he hit you?
He just gets afraid of things. He doesn't want to hear me talk about Jesus or hear me pray. He says you want me to leave him because we're not married. He says it's in the Bible.
Oh, I get it now.
And look, I got no place else to go. This is it. All I know is how to keep a man happy and where to hide when he's had too much to drink.
Are you safe? Greg, maybe she should stay with us.
No, I can't do that. You don't understand. Me and Robert, we're together. He's paranoid y'all are going to come in here and tell him how to live and give him a bad time and make us split up. I'm all he has, too.
Nina, we're not going to do that. We'll pray for you and Robert, your relationship. You talk to God and see what he wants you to do.
I pray for him. I do. I know that if God can save me, he can save Robert. I got faith. I do.
That's great. But you know what? God changes hearts in his own time, in his own way.
He does? Really?
I'm thinking we better go. I'll call you tomorrow, or later tonight if you want me to.
No, that's okay. I'll call one of you guys. Listen, you take the cookies home with you, okay?
Oh, that's all right. You keep the cookies for Robert, okay?
No, I made them for you. To share with all of you. You better go. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you. And we'll enjoy them.
And pray for me. I really mean that. Pray.
Okay, everybody. Okay, Jack and Annie are our hosts tonight, and they're going to introduce a couple of special people.
Truman, where are you? This is Truman Hollenbeck, brother in the Lord, and he also happens to be my realtor. Jody, why don't you introduce Nina?
Oh, this is my new friend in Jesus, Nina Grayson.
Hey, is this the Nina we've been praying for?
This is the one.
You see, I teach with Gretchen, and we were trying to decide on a ministry we could have. To make a long story short, Jody, Gretchen, and I went to the laundromat to see if we could share Christ with someone, and there was Nina. Hey, by the way, she makes some killer cookies, so... Hey.
Hi, everybody. Thanks. Wow, you all are so nice and everything. You live in town, Nina? Well, I did until yesterday. I'm kind of staying with Gretchen now. My boyfriend hates Christians, and he kicked me out, so that's why I'm here.
Well, Nina, we're glad you're here, and you're welcome in Jesus' name. Okay, I'm not going to say too much tonight. I just want us to look at Luke 24:30, and after that we can sing. Got it? Okay. All right, in this passage of Scripture, it's right after Jesus has been raised from the dead. And his best friends, the disciples, they still don't believe it. They're still grieving. Well, two of them are on the road to this town called Emmaus, and Jesus comes and walks alongside. They're talking to him, to Jesus, and they still don't get it. But here's the neat part. They invited Jesus to have dinner with them. Get this, it says right here, when he was at the table with them, he took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and began to give it to them. Then their eyes were opened and they recognized him. You see, when we sit down at a table together, when we eat together, something special happens. Like tonight. Like any time we gather in Jesus' name and have a cookie or a banquet, it doesn't matter. He is here. Oh, man.
Folks, you may remember Connie and Brendan Scott. Well, they've been away from us for a while, and it's good to have them back.
Welcome. Our eyes are open to Jesus in a special way when we're together. Well, I've asked Matt and Jennifer Anderson to tell us what the Lord has done for them. Matt seems just a little nervous.
A little? I should have made notes. I thought I knew what I wanted to say.
We love you, Matt. Jennifer, you too.
Well, we love you too. Thanks. It's taken Jennifer and me a long time to get going in this Christian thing.
Come on, Matt. Why don't you just tell us what God did to get you here?
Yeah, it's a great story. Well, not a great story. It's not an epic or anything. It's a good story. A good story.
Yeah, it's a mini-series. It's a movie of the week. Just tell it.
Well, he got us out of our house. You can tell I'm kind of an introvert.
Yeah, this is the most I've ever heard you talk.
Yeah, I'm breaking out in a sweat. I never thought I'd know this many people in my life.
Come on, Matt. You can do it.
Well, ever since Jennifer and I have been married, we just kind of went to work and came home and, used the old garage door opener and zoomed in the garage.
Keep talking. This is getting more exciting by the minute.
Okay, so we go in the house and eat in front of the TV on trays.
Right, like all good Americans, burger in one hand, remote in the other.
Yeah, right. How did you know? We just knew there was something more to life. I felt this longing, I guess you could say. Oh, I'm not very good with words.
We just felt alone, even when we were together. What's the word? Isolated? But we didn't know from what. We kept our answering machine on so that nobody could get to us. And then Penny over there, Penny starts talking to me at the office, asking too many questions.
Hold on. I got to defend myself here. All I did was invite them over to a dinner party. You would have thought I asked them to climb Mount Everest. Well, they just kept saying no. And I thought, this couple needs a life. So I started praying for them.
And when Penny prays, we all pray. Well, it's because of Penny's prayers I'm here. She zeroed in on my husband and me 2 years ago, and here we are.
And here we are, too. I know God was calling to us. The lonely feeling we had was, it was his alarm, maybe, huh? Jen, help me.
We were nice people. We just didn't want to be a part of anybody else's lives. We were being selfish and didn't even realize it. And then Penny said, Penny, why don't you tell it?
Well, I told Jen. I said, Jen, God's holding a party in your honor. Are you going to be there or not? And you should have seen the look on her face.
And I said, what are you talking about? What party? God who? I told Matt about it that night, and
God started showing us we'd been locked up in our home in our own little world of niceness, missing the good time, the party.
I was afraid to let Jesus save me because I thought we'd have to start living like monks or something. The funny part is we didn't even realize it, but we were living like monks.
And you know what Matt and Jennifer found out? Hey, get saved, because the party starts now and it goes on forever.
The party starts now. We don't have to wait. The Father has called us to sing and dance and celebrate. Make a joyful noise. Let your heart be glad. At your blessings and grateful we thank your dad.
You are lost when life isn't fair and darkness is all around. No one can quench the fire that is in your soul. When things are darkest, His light always shines. He opens your prison doors every time.
The party starts now. Let there be no delay. The hope of heaven is ours each and every day. Oh, daughters and sons, don't be so sad. For today is a gift from your gracious dad. Rejoice, let your heart be glad. Let's celebrate.
God is on the throne.
Let's celebrate.
We are His.
Let's celebrate.
He is mighty.
Let's celebrate the one who eternally is. Let's celebrate.
God is merciful.
Let's celebrate.
His goodness.
Let's celebrate.
Jesus' victory.
Let's celebrate the one who has taken our place. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate.
Gretchen, Henry, glad you guys came.
Thanks, Nate, I think.
Something wrong?
Tell him what you told me.
Something you said tonight brought back a lot of feelings I'd forgotten about. I just have a hard time being a part of it all. I want to believe I'm part of this great big family, but I don't have a clue what it means. I can't get a hold of it. What Matt and Jennifer said tonight about getting out of their little world and coming to the party, I want that. I want that closeness.
Tell me, Henry, what was dinner time like when you were a kid?
Whoa, now there's a question out of left field.
Well?
I bet I know.
You do? Hey, this isn't psych class. Come on.
Well, I think I know where Nate's going with this. What was it like when you ate dinner as a kid?
Well, it was, well, gee, it wasn't a fun thing. I dreaded it.
Get in here, now!
Did you wash your hands?
I want my dinner, Helen, and I want it now. I'm not going to wait for these little brats to wash up. I'll have 2 of those pork chops.
But we only have enough for one apiece.
Well, then somebody will have to share. I'm the breadwinner in this family, and I want 2.
Pass the corn, please.
Here you go, Henry.
Did you try out for the team today, Henry?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well,
I didn't make it.
I didn't make it. I didn't make it. Say it like a man, for heaven's sakes.
Charlie, please, not at the table.
Shut up, woman. The coach say why?
No, sir.
Coach probably wants bigger boys. You're a runt.
Well, he'd be bigger if he'd stop eating a share of the food.
You shut up, woman.
Daddy, I got a solo part in the Glee Club.
Coach put that Emerson kid on the first string, I bet.
Did you hear me, Daddy?
Boy, that kid sure can run, I tell you. Woo!
I got a solo part.
I'll have some of that bread now.
Daddy!
Hush, Kathleen, just hush.
I don't want to tell Daddy.
You shut your mouth, young lady, or I'll shut it for you.
Henry, you want mine? I'm not hungry.
You sit down and eat every bite of that food right now.
Charlie.
Hush, woman. These children will do what I say.
But could I please be excused?
Don't say a word. There'll be no back talk.
Back talk, but she was just trying to...
Go on. You're all excused. Get away from this. You put your mother's apron on and do the dishes.
I don't need his help. He has other things to do.
Well, then he can go play dolls with his sister. Go on. Go on, you little sissy. Get away from this table.
So you see, I have a different feeling about coming to the table. It gives me cold chills.
But now that you know it, you can give it to the Lord.
It's awfully hard to forget the pain of a whole childhood.
But it's not impossible to look beyond it.
Thanks, Nate. I'll try. So, Gretchen, tell us. We're dying to know. What was dinner time like at your house?
Dinner!
Oh, sure.
I
Why
know
not?
he likes you. Whoa, Nellie Bell. It's you. He watches you.
Here's some olives and some potatoes.
Did you wash your hands?
Rogers?
Yeah.
Can I have the gun? Thank you.
Place Matt, Sam.
All right, everybody ready to pray?
Thank you, Daddy.
All right.
Okay, everybody bow your heads.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this food and for the hands that prepared it. And we ask you bless our conversation and the rest of our evening. We love you, Lord. Amen.
Sam put olives on his fingers again.
Sam, aren't you getting a little old for that?
He's showing off for somebody. As usual. Here, dears, pass the meatloaf. Hello. I don't think I know you.
I'm Lucy.
Ah, Lucy, yes. Well, I'm the mom. You can call me Jane. Will you have some peas?
Oh, no, thank you. I don't like peas.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh. Does the rule apply to guests, too?
Yes.
Rule? What rule?
The rule of the 17 P's, whether you like them or
One,
not.
2,
It's Dad's
three,
rule for
4,
eating peas.
5.
What happens if I don't eat
6.
17?
I think it applies to everyone. Even company?
That's right.
Well, let's see. What shall we have Lucy do?
Dinner the chair and make up a song.
There you go.
Vegetables.
Peas aren't vegetables. They're weapons.
But they're good for you. Here.
And you can't swallow them like pills with water. You have to actually eat them.
Oh, dear. I think I'll throw up if I eat them.
Oh, I hope not. Lucy, do you have a last name?
Mitchell. My name is Lucy Mitchell.
And which one of my children is your friend, Lucy?
Me. Gretchen invited me for dinner. I hope it's all right.
Oh, sure.
Of course it's all right. Why, we haven't had anyone eat 17 peas in, well, how long has it been?
At
been a
least
while.
6 months. Remember the little kid Bradley from around the corner? He swallowed every single one of them with water, and then he turned green and exploded.
Yeah, and that's those little grease spots all over the
It
ceiling.
was disgusting.
Okay. You guys can spare us the details. Lucy Mitchell, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my father works.
Wait a minute. I have a question. Does anybody smell anything burning? Oh, no, it's the biscuits. I know I forgot something.
No,
She
Mom,
does
don't
it
take
all
them out
the
of the
time.
oven. Let them burn. I'm a junior fireman. Let me throw baking soda on it. Please, Mom.
Is there really a fire?
No, but there will be if I don't get them out of the oven.
Hey, everybody. I heard a new joke today. Anybody want to hear a new joke?
No. The phone's ringing. Somebody get the phone. It's the doorbell.
Here,
No,
Buster.
he found you.
Buster, old buddy. Buster. Here, Buster. Lucy, if you want to be Buster, you'll peas. He'll eat them.
You're kidding. A dog who eats peas.
Oh, yeah, sure. He's had years of practice. Why, he even eats broccoli and cauliflower and an occasional shrapnel casserole.
What kind of casserole?
Shrapnel.
What's that?
Any noodle concoction Mom cooks for a couple hours at 400.
Gretchen, would you pass the meatloaf, please?
Sure, Dad.
Lucy, would you like some more?
No, thank you.
Okay, well, listen, everybody. It's time for Dad's question of the evening.
Oh, this is great.
Now, let's see. Who can name for me Shakespeare's 4 tragedies?
Hamlet and Macbeth.
That's 2. I need 2 more. Beethoven. Where'd you get that?
They're a little crispy, and you don't have to eat them, but if carbon is what your body is craving, they're just what you're looking for. Would you like one?
Sure.
Possibly?
King Lear. King Lear.
That's 3. I need 1 more.
Hey, between these peas and Hardy Bucks, we could have a great food fight.
Not tonight, Sam.
Othello.
That's 4. Hey, very impressive, Lucy. Hey, well, listen, since you guys did so good on that question, how about a bonus question? Let's see. Who loves you?
Dad.
Who?
Dad.
Daddy loves you, Daddy does, his love never ends. Nothing you can do or say can chase his mighty love away. Who loves you? Who cares for you more than you know? Who shields and protects you wherever you go? Who accepts you whether you win or you lose? Who longs to be with you? You're always the one he will choose. Daddy loves you, Daddy does, his love never ends. Nothing you can do
Mama, come on now. Let's get your sweater on. You know you don't like to ride in the car without your sweater on. Windows up or down, it doesn't matter. Here you go.
I already have my sweater on, and don't tell me what to do.
That's not a sweater, Mama. That's a blanket. You can't wear a blanket out in public, especially barefoot.
I can too.
Well, I suppose you can, but people will think you're Pocahontas.
What people?
The people at your new place, Mama.
What new place?
Well, it's like an apartment. It's where we're going. Do you know where we're going?
I don't remember.
It's okay. I'll help you. Come on now.
I'm cold.
Your sweater would keep you warm if you would wear it.
What sweater?
That one.
That kid gonna take you out?
What kid?
That skinny kid with all the hair. I hate that hair. He's no gooder. No good hair. I don't trust that kid past the front door. No, sir, not at all. You be careful with him. He'll be nothing but grief.
Oh, Mama, that was a long time ago. That was years and years ago. That was Nolan you're talking about. Oh, God, this is the worst day of my life.
He's not worth much, I'll say. He's a wimp. Dumb. Don't you let him get fresh with you either. Your papa will tan his hide.
Stop it, Mama. Now get the sweater over your shoulders at least.
Wimp. Give me that thing. It's freezing in here. Oh, if you don't turn the heater on, I'm going to call the cops. Where's that phone? Give me that phone. What's that number? It's 1-800-something. Cops! Cops!
I'll take the phone, please. Settle down, Mother. And it's no wonder you're cold. Where are your shoes and socks?
Don't know. Can't remember.
Mama, look at me.
No. Can't. Cold. Wimp. Hate him.
Mama.
No.
Where are your shoes?
Gone. Too much trouble to wear shoes.
Oh, no. Did you throw them away again?
Don't know.
Look at me, Mama.
No.
Mildred! No, Mama, look. You can't keep throwing away your shoes. The trash man comes to take the trash away, and I can't get them back. And no one can afford to keep buying you socks and shoes. You're going to get sick running around in nothing but bare feet with a blanket over your shoulders. No, Mama, look. You have to learn how to...
Oh, me. I am tired. I can't get my...
Your breath?
Yes. The doctor says my blood pressure's 900.
What?
The doctor says my blood pressure's 900. I'm going to die, so there.
I need an aspirin.
Cod liver oil will cure you anything that ails you. That's what my mother gives us.
Oh, that's just what I need. That's what we all need. Cod liver oil. Uh-huh. Nature's dynamite. Sure, it'll cure anything. If you live.
When is Fred gonna be home from work? He doesn't come home anymore. Where is he?
You poor thing. You poor, confused little thing.
Freddie? Freddie, where are you? It's almost time for dinner.
I think you're ready to go now. We need to go.
He used to sit in this chair, Fred's chair, empty all the time. He doesn't come to the table. Where is he?
Daddy's gone, Mama. He's not coming back. He's not coming here. He's up in heaven.
But I want my Freddie. He's my best one. He loves me.
We love you too, Mama.
Can I go with my Freddie? He's my best one.
Oh, Mama, yes, you can go with him in a while. In just a little while, you'll be sitting at the table with him, Mama. I promise.
Mama can't remember what happened in September. Despite a frantic chase, she can't quite place the face. Her stories all are fading, and she knows that there's something wrong. She hums the tune, but can't recall the song. Such a constant losing. Where do people go? Memories refusing, locking out the soul. Never was a loved one missed quite before they're even gone. Never was a place at the table empty for so long. Mama, I remember how we were such a fine pair. My small hand in yours, your ribbons in my hair, hats and heels and pearls, the wonders of your grown-up world. Though years have passed, I'm still your little girl. Such a constant losing. Where do people go? Memories refusing, locking out the soul. Never was a loved one missed quite before they're even gone. Never was a place at the table empty for so long. Mama, how I love you. Mama, how I miss you.
Hey, guy.
Hi. Listen, you know a guy named Dave Paget?
I know where you can find a good time.
No thanks. Look, do you know him? My brother's around here somewhere.
Why don't we go somewhere where we can talk? Call me Candy. What's your name?
We are talking. Look, do you know him or not?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Well,
Don't get pushy with me, buddy. My main man's watching from that nice little crack house across the street. Don't it just look like home? You get pushy with me, he'll take you out.
great.
Hey, buddy, you got any spare change?
Hey, you know a guy named Dave Paget?
Paget?
Look, he gave me this address.
Hey, are you sure you don't got any spare change?
Look, here's a buck. Are you sure you don't know him?
Hey, you're a cop. Are you a cop or something?
I'm his brother, okay?
He's around. He's around, you cheapskate, anyway.
Where?
I don't know. I'm getting out. I can't care less.
Hey, Greggy, old man.
Dave? Dave.
Welcome to my world. So, you got my letter?
Yeah. How'd you know I moved back in with Mom and Dad?
Oh, I got spies. Friends in low places.
I see. Is this where you live?
For now. Say, I was hoping you could help me out with a little loan.
You must be desperate.
Desperate? Do I look desperate?
Dave, are you using?
Using? Hey, come on, little brother. I've been to rehab. I'm reformed.
Look, did you ask me to come out here to listen to you rant and rave?
Oh, so sorry. No. I just need a little money to get a place. If I stay here, I keep using. And I want to get clean. I just got to get a room somewhere.
Dave, I can't give you money. That isn't going to help.
Oh, come on. I promise. I'll use it for the right thing. I just need a change of scenery.
I wish I could believe you. But I know what you'll spend the money on. I'm not going to set you up so you can fall one more time. Man, you look old.
Well, I've done a lot of living. I don't remember much of it, though.
Come on.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Man, you got tracks everywhere.
So, what are you going to do? Go home and tattle to Mom and Dad?
No.
Look, this is my life. I'll make my own choices here, and I'll make my own mistakes. And it's no big failure either. I just need a little help, that's all. Look at you. You live with Mom and Dad. They help you, so don't get so holy on me.
What you need isn't money. It isn't a change of scenery.
Oh, don't preach.
A change of scenery isn't going to help. How sick are you?
I'm not sick.
Oh.
I'm fine.
Dave, man, you need a change of heart. Nothing's going to change on the outside if the inside's still sick and broken.
Oh, come on. It's too late for that.
It's not too late. Turn back to Jesus. He's your only hope.
I don't want to hear what you have to say. Get out of here. Go home. Leave.
Or my brother. My big brother. I used to want to grow up to be just like you. You could do anything, man. You could throw a ball a mile, get A's without ever studying. You could make people laugh.
You're talking about another life.
I'm talking about the brother I love, brother I pray for every day. Come on, Dave, I mention your name and Mom gets tears in her eyes. And every morning before everybody gets up, Dad goes to the backyard, to the swing. He begs God to bring you back. Jesus can help you. He went to the cross so he could help you. Surrender, please.
Don't. Just go.
Dave, can't you see? This is the end of the line, man. Your next stop could be eternity.
Do me a favor. Don't tell Mom and Dad you saw me like this. Okay?
Okay.
If you were to pass away from this life, where would you be in eternity? If you knew you had the choice to be totally free, where would you be? You shouldn't listen to fear, 'cause you're only denying your heart the peace you can't get, yet you're dying for. Listen to love and then you'll stop trying, 'cause Jesus is dying to love you. And I wish I could take your heart into my heart. I wish I could show you just how good it feels to let go of the things that you know are killing you and cling to the only one who can heal. But I know if I did, then it wouldn't be you, 'cause you're the only one choosing for you. It's true. If you were to walk away and never hear him again and die in your sin, and you found you in Satan's hell with no one to tell, you know it too well. You shouldn't listen to fear, 'cause you're only denying your heart the peace you can't get, yet you're dying for. Listen to love and then you'll stop trying, 'cause Jesus is dying to love you. And I wish I could take your heart into my heart. I wish I could show you just how good it feels to let go of the things that you know are killing you and cling to the only one who can heal. But I know if I did, then it wouldn't be you, 'cause you're the only one choosing for you. It's true. Listen, he's calling to the lonely, and he's the only way and the truth, the life. Listen, he's crying too, but for who could it be? You. And he wants to take your heart into his heart. He wants to show you just how good it feels to let go of the things that you know are killing you and cling to the only one who can heal. Yes, he knows all the pain that your heart's going through. Yes, he knows, and he's risen and calling for you. It's true.
Did you ever have one of those days? Well, I'm in the middle of one. As if helping Jack and Annie take Mildred's things to the home yesterday wasn't depressing enough. Today I got a letter from the IRS. I'm going to be audited. And I went to get coffee this morning, and some doughhead hits my car in the parking lot of the Stop and Rob. Oh, and I have an open house at the Pagets today. And I find out that the newspaper printed the wrong price in the ad. So now I'm going to be mobbed by people who think they're going to get a rock-bottom bargain. Oh, well. It's in your hands, Lord.
Nice kitchen. Hey, they gonna leave the refrigerator?
They'd consider it.
Honey, look at the dining area. It's huge.
Yep. Yeah, and look at this table. I think they'll sell us this table. I've never seen a table quite like this one.
Let's ask. Sir, that dining room table, do you think that there's a chance that the owners would be willing to part with it? I mean, if we were to make an offer and make that part of the offer, what do you think?
No, I don't think so. That table means too much to these folks.
Oh, what a fabulous backyard.
Come on, dear, we gotta hurry. You know, when they price houses this low, all the weird people show up. Oh, look at that. We could build a pool out there.
Yeah, oh, but that tree has to go. There's roots and everything all over here.
You really think so?
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Well, it's got to go. That tree's got to go, roots and all.
Oh, you're probably right. You always are.
I know.
Would you look at them? We're
If you folks have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them.
And Sophie, you got any questions?
Oh, good afternoon, folks.
You got a vegetable garden out there?
No vegetable garden, but there's plenty of room for one.
And Sophie, they do not have a vegetable garden. It's not like the old country here. No vegetable garden?
Oh, good. They're out of the way. Let's go up here.
5 bedrooms, huh? Is there an attic?
Yes, they finished it off a few years ago, but no one's used it much since. Now, if you look out here, you'll see a nice wide alley. There's good fire access, and trash pickup is out there too, and plenty of parking, room enough for an RV.
Howdy there!
Open house, huh? Terribly low price there in the paper.
Hi, neighbors. It was a misprint. These are the neighbors, and they live next door.
Can't understand why the Pagets are asking so little. Must be something wrong with the roof.
I bet money it's the plumbing. It's got to be the plumbing. Those pipes are old.
Did you hear that, honey? There's something wrong with the plumbing.
Maybe that's why the price is so low.
No, folks, I told you, it's a misprint.
You folks are going to like this, Sally. It's great for biking, for skating, for jogging. Well, losing the aerobic benefit. Gotta go, dear. Come on.
Oh, wait, I remember when the kids were little and Spike died. Everyone in the neighborhood loved Spike. He was the favorite. I'll never forget that wonderful funeral service when they buried him right over here. Oh, my. Memories in the corner of my yard.
Hey, buddy. Spike's buried over there.
No kidding.
Come on, dear.
Okay. Oh, Dad, I can do
Be careful.
this.
Be careful. Watch out, the trash cans. There's somebody named Spike buried out here.
Spike? Spike who?
Spike. Beats me, but I wonder if the authorities know.
Maybe we should report it.
Yeah.
You hear about things like that these days.
It's one thing to have to replace the roof and change all the plumbing, dig up the tree, roots and all, and then we find out Spike's buried back here. Oh,
Spike is a pet's name. It's a dog's name.
Oh, this house isn't for us, buddy. We're out of here.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah,
go,
let's
dear.
go.
Yeah.
There's another open house a couple blocks
Oh,
over.
good idea.
So how'd it go? Anybody interested?
You know those neighbors of yours, the skaters? Well, the going got weird and they turned pro.
I'm sorry, what?
Did you know that they're just one taco short of a combination plate?
Oh no, they were here?
It was a drive-by skate-through.
I should have known when I saw the trash cans rolling down the alley.
I'm sorry. And you wouldn't have wanted to hear the conversation about needing a new roof and removing the tree.
The swing tree? David's swing. I just thought anybody who bought the house would love that tree. Anyone would want to keep that swing, wouldn't they?
It's your memory, not theirs. That's the pain of parting with a house. Oh, by the way, you don't know a person named Spike, do you?
Well, I guess I won't be picking up things like this anymore. Poor Mildred.
Dad, will you come push me?
David? David? David!
Can I come back home?
Am I dreaming? I've dreamed this before.
Can I come back?
Yes. Yes. But why did I didn't even know if you were alive. I was afraid to read the obituaries in the newspaper.
It's me. What other grown man would ask you to push him in a swing? I'm alive. Is Mom okay?
Yes. I mean, she's going to be doing a lot better when she sees you. Greg's married. Your little brother, did you know that?
Greggy? Oh, I didn't even ask him. I missed my brother's wedding. I missed everything, haven't I?
He's going to be so glad to see you.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Good.
But your mother could use some good news. We had to put Granny Mildred in a home yesterday. Just yesterday.
Granny's not here? Oh, man. I saw the for sale sign out front.
Granny's bills. Your mom had to quit work. What about you?
Dad, I don't know what to say. Nowhere to begin. My life, it's just a mess. And I've gotten nothing. But I'm through running. There's nothing out there after all.
What's next?
You tell me.
Back to the Lord. Back to the start.
I'm ready. I'm sorry for it all. and I'm ready.
Annie! Hey, Annie! Annie! He's home!
Back to the Lord, back to the start. Jesus has heard the cry of your heart. With arms outstretched, he stands alone. Through tears of joy, he says, welcome home. When you were running from his care, pretending that he wasn't there.
Denied his perfect grace and hid yourself from his face.
He's wanted all these years to gently dry your tears and free you from your fears. He loves you. So run back to the Lord, back to the start. Jesus has heard the cry of your heart. With arms outstretched, he stands alone. Through tears of joy, he says, welcome home.
Well, needless to say, with God answering prayers right and left, David home and all, Mildred gone, well, Annie got her job back, and I got my sign back. Oh, Nina's going to be all right. And we're still praying for that Robert fella. It's a true miracle, the ties that bind us. I never thought I'd dig a hole for a sign and find hope. So we all take our place in the great scheme of things. I become a part of your story. You become a part of mine. And we're all a part of his. All the pain, all the good times, the way God gets us through, the way he puts us in each other's path at just the right time. Well, you never know who's going to hear about your story or your life or what it's going to mean to them. What a wonderful thing to live connected in such a marvelous way. Some folks say it's a struggle to live this way. I say it's a struggle not to.